So tell me why you had my 3080 for so long and you didn't tell me.
I forgot about it and you never noticed, so I forgot about you forgetting.
You forgot? Well, the other day, I went to use this because people are on my Patreon now. And I'm like, oh, I better make these lures for them. And I was like, why is there a 3070 in here? This is my look of disapproval. Well, I thought that was bad. Like, why you do this and not tell me? And then I remembered telling you that I was going to work on the NVIDIA Tesla card to see if I can get it working. And so I didn't care if you had the 3080 while I was doing that. But that was like months ago. So I completely forgot. And when I finally got around to testing the NVIDIA Tesla card, by the way, it doesn't work because it uses a really old version of CUDA and all the Stable Diffusion and Koya won't talk to it. Well, anyways, when I was done testing that, it's like, okay, I'm done testing this. Where's the 3080? So what I really want to know is, what were you doing with it this whole time? It's not like you're in trouble. It's like, I'm curious why you had the 3080 in your rig at home instead of the 3070 that you bought for me.
It computer game better.
It computer games better?
Yeah.
Can you actually tell?
Yeah.
So I have a plan / scheme for you to upgrade your 3070 and trade up to this one. So here's my idea.
I actually own it.
Yeah, and then you'll own this. So here's my idea. I already was asking people on my Patreon, is it a good idea to start a GoFundMe so they can buy me a 3090 so they can make them a 3090 Ti so I can make them more lures faster? Mm-hmm. I'm like, in the meantime, what if I took 2 of my 1080s from the mining rig and sold them on eBay?
Oh, well, yeah.
And then I bought a 3060 12 gig.
No, what I was saying is, like, see, like, what the wattage and how good the RTX 4080 Super is.
Well, the 4070 Ti Super is a better performer than the 4080 Super, actually, per dollar.
Oh.
Eventually, I want a 4090 in a machine, and I wouldn't mind having a 4070 Ti Super, but both of them have a special, like, data cable that they need to go to a new power supply. You can get an adapter, but then there's no communication between the GPU and the power supply.
I think I have one on my current power supply. I'm not entirely sure. Because I have a RM750E. And that's like a 2020... Yes. It's like a 2023 model, so I'm not sure if it would have the fancy connector or not.
So what I was thinking, you help me get that. I have to get those 2 GPUs out of there, find the boxes, make a folder on my PC with the pictures for each one, do the listings, and also help me with the chore here in the house that is foreboding to me, which is clean out the fridge. It needs to be clean for a future video.
Oh, you don't have that much stuff in it.
Then, on top of those 2 things, pay me $50, and then you could trade up and have the 3080. You like that idea?
Yeah.
In the meantime, I need this.
Oh, what you were saying, wanting the, like, 4090 or whatever, it's kind of like me wanting to max out, like, to a RX 7900 XTX, the fancy AMD one.
Speaking of, I saw a video recently of a guy who is running an AMD solution to get Stable Diffusion Automatic 1111 working on an AMD, and he had the 7900 XTX. In the meantime, I have multiple 6800s. Do you want to borrow one of those?
Yeah.
So you can get better performance than the 3070?
And people aren't scalping the 7900 XTX to $2,000 like the 4090.
Yeah, that's another complaint. I have a guy that I work with. He's paying me to consult him on AI stuff. And he did a job for somebody, and they bought him a 4090 as payment. It's crazy, isn't it? And now, enjoy this random thing. This random thing is actually kind of funny because I get a lot of my subscribers to my YouTube channel and viewers from Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But some of them, I don't think they realize I'm a dude. Just because I post pictures of women that I've generated, like they're celebrities, they'll say it's like, "Good morning, honey," and stuff like that. Look at this. This is a picture that I posted, okay? It's, gosh, I can't remember her name right now. But he wrote, "I love you 2 more."
I love you! 2 more Jangle!
2 more Jangle! And now it's dad joke time, and this is always fun. and frustrating and hilarious, because it is frustrating, asking ChatGPT for a relevant dad joke. So I put in, give me a dad joke relevant to working on customizing a PC build with my son. There we go. Why don't computers ever get cold? Because they always wear their motherboards.
It's so bad that
No! No! I'm just saying no.
You're bad.
Why did the computer go to therapy? Because it had too many hard drive issues and needed to ramble about its problems. Ramble?
Just rips out a RAM stick.
Ramble. So, if you guys are interested, I created a Patreon. I've already got a few members on there, and I've already got over 15 gigs of stuff in there for you guys to download, depending on which tier you subscribe to. Tier 1 is every LoRa or embedding I ever train going here forward. If I test it and I like it, it's going on there with a test image, so you can drop the image into Stable Diffusion and see the prompt, and the settings file to repeat the training you want. And then tier 2 is, if I use that same LoRa again later for stuff, you get those prompt images. And then tier 3 is you actually get the folder of all the training data. That's the pictures that I curated to use for the training, which will save you hours of time if you want to do the same celebrity. So if you haven't seen it yet, why don't you click over here to see the video where he built the computer, and it actually inspired people to build their own computers for AI stuff. And click down there to see a video where he and I'm looking the wrong way. He and I did a skit together where we were like a sir.